hello, 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 hello. Get out of studio mode. Okay, there we go. Stop confusing myself. I always confuse myself. Anyways. Okay. Watch this. Automatically gonna be scary. Give me a second. I think. Oh, maybe not. I was thinking of something different. Okay. So, I took a really long nap and now I'm awake again. Which means we're back to Slay the Princess. Kind of. In a way. We're back to the game Slay the Princess. I'm going to continue to load game though, because I don't know if things continue on this way. And it's not like I got any kind of credits or anything, right?
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
And I'll know that it's a complete restart, potential, but I won't know anything, honestly. You know what? I was looking on Steam. Let me see if I can show you Steam. Did I have that pulled up somewhere in here? There we go. Look at this. 73 unlocked locked achievements, and only 9. Well, this plus 9 achievements that I've unlocked. So, yeah, we got some game to play. Let me think. There we go. Okay. So my goal is pretty much do what I did last time, starting out, except for let's maybe not get ourselves locked up in the chain like dinguses. I feel like that was a pretty rough start, you know? Okay. You're at the end of the path. That was the end. I found the credits. And I got an achievement. Okay, so that was definitely the end then. I'd have to say that was probably the end. I thought it started over. I was like, where's the credits? Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Oh no. I don't know these, please. Let's return to the main menu. I feel so. I'm gonna die. Okay, let's play again. Oh, that was the ending.
And
okay.
At the end of that path,
I got 2 more achievements. Just hang it out.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ba-ba-boom. Okay. So this is definitely the beginning then. And we'll get a better start. We're not gonna lock ourselves up. I feel like that kind of didn't really help us. Okay. I consider maybe I'm okay with the world ending. No, I don't want the world to end. Not just yet. We'll get there eventually. Let's see. Let's. We don't need to ask all these questions.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
There's a lot of story to it, but
before you go any further,
I'm not sure how much of that story is necessary. I think it's your choices that matter.
She will lie.
There are specific choices
She
that
will do
matter.
everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Let me check the speech here. Okay. Proceed. I'm just gonna die.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay, so what we did last time is we took the blade.
The blade is your implement.
Take it.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Right. Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It me.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I'm just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though, the lighting thing
Lock eyes with the princess.
is amazing.
There's a heavy chain
I'm not
around
sure if you've
her wrist,
noticed.
binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Every time the game gets darker, I get darker, and I think that's really cool. I don't know how that's working. It's magic. It just works, you guys. I don't know. Where's the blurb I need? Okay. I need a better blurb than that. Oh, it sounds bad. Whatever. Fine, I get the curse. I get the really bad one.
It just works.
I don't know why he sounds like he's under a lawnmower when he does it. The lawnmower just works, I guess.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
No. What, let's see. I haven't decided yet. No. What? No way would you even think that. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
I'm trying to keep the same responses.
She
Like,
makes
the
a
only
very
difference
point.
I want to make
If
here
we
is
just
don't
take
lock
the
myself
blade
to
and
one.
talk. Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip. That's what I did the first
Ignore
time.
the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
She looks so sad. I'm sorry.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Right.
You step forward. Your
See,
grip
I know
on
in
the blade
hindsight I probably
tightens
should be a little bit, but I love her.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
I think in this current state you can't really do anything.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm sorry, can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
Okay, drop. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay, drop the blade. Squint at the princess while holding her for the blade.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you?
Yeah. You have no idea.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now.
Pause what's going on through the restream. Stop moving. Okay.
Going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
Drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
I just thought of something.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed.
Gotcha.
We'll be fine. You don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
See, here's the thing, is I skipped them. I skipped them because I wasn't trying to have a relationship with it, but later on. Mom sign. Okay, there's people out there who think you're gonna end the world. What do you have to say about it?
Don't just tell her that.
Why?
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster?
Yes.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Lies. Easy peasy. Snap your fingers. End of all. Actually, I say that, but I have literally no idea. No idea how easy it would be for her to end the world. Because there's a whole get out of there aspect. I don't understand.
I believe her.
Of course, you believe her. You're the hero. You're the good guy. We're the best though. Stretching. And while we stretch, and while we stare at the princess, I have a question to ask. If anybody happens to see this later, even though nobody's here right now, I'm going to ask because it's going to be very illuminating about yours truly. When you're eating something and it's really delicious and it's on a plate and you've gotten to the point where there's not really enough on the plate to keep picking it up with the fork, right? Do you then put the plate, put the edge of the plate to your mouth and shovel the rest of the food from the plate to your mouth like some kind of cretin? Hypothetically, of course, I would never do that.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Oh, that's rich.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
I feel like there's so much perspective now.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
There's going to be a playthrough where I just try to kill her.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Right.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
No. I just really where my claw is. Right there. On the titty. Okay, anyway, sorry, distracted by boobs.
You don't really know me, do you? can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing.
I'm
Her
gonna
word is
save this here.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
Okay.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
Trust. Do I trust you or the person who put you there? Neither, really. Still, I guess that really changed.
This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Having played this once before, narrator. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Okay. We already know this.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Okay. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
I'm just saying, like, she's kind of rude. How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle. She isn't suggesting what I
Chop.
she's suggesting.
Chop.
Right?
Chop. I wonder if there's a blurb for that.
Chop. Do it now.
It's perfect. It's perfect, but only for this particular reason. Okay. So I'm gonna hold on. Let me find another. It just works while I'm here.
It just works.
No, you're under a lawnmower.
All of this just works. All of this just works. It just works.
Why are they constantly under a lawnmower?
Do it!
No.
It just works.
It works. It just works.
I like that one. I'm gonna add that one to the stream. Okay. So adding stuff to the stream library as appropriate.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Let's go ahead and do that chop thing again. Why not? Chop. Where is it? Do I have to refresh the page? Update the library. Chop.
Chop. Do it now.
We're talking about. Okay, so we're not trying to pursue a
Have you
relationship
decided what
at
to
this
do
moment.
with me?
You know why you're here.
Okay, I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
I feel like I might have missed a step.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I like his phrasing. For you to even imagine breaking them apart. Because if you can imagine breaking them apart, you could do it.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides cutting it out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
So casual.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
My life is unstable. Oh no. Pause. Trying to not have 10,000 things going on at once. Give me some good, stable, fair. If everything's out of recommended for Twitch and YouTube, please set bitrate value less than 3,500. What's my current bitrate set to? $8,000. Wait, I haven't set that way for a reason. I think. I mean, it is pretty. And I want it to be pretty. Okay.
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
She understands. Or he understands.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Try
You
the
try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
right. So you say.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
You're very rude to me.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
Okay.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
For you.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm gonna die, I already know.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the prince and cut into her flesh.
Oh. Yes, look at the beautiful eyes.
The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before you're able to crack through bone, she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the
I'm just gonna die, don't mind me.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your
I'm
eye.
trying so hard to have the most positive outcomes.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Of course, I tried to do that last time, so.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
No. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
She looks so sassy.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
She knows. She knows what's up.
I'll make this quick.
Okay.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
You will.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Yep.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
The prisoner.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
You're a liar.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of it, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
I do like the voice of the skeptic.
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Yep.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Yeah, less than a minute ago. That's the first time I ever heard that. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing really just happened.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Nope. I mean, fine, whatever. Assume I'm telling the
Those are two
truth.
very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute irony. That's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Yep. Oh, you forced the princess to kill you because I said something mean to you. Professional.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
She tried to go outside and couldn't.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Let's talk about
Just
this
be quick
princess.
about it.
The only reason she was able to kill me last time was because I let her. All she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? Who locked her in the basement? Who's this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I think it's a little complicated, okay? Like, for real, okay, how did people lock her in there? Like, I know who she is, so I know you're lying to me.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine. Check
Leave your pockets unchecked. Check your leave your pockets unchecked.
You decide to leave your pockets unchecked. See? You two are the only ones who care about this little aside.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
I get that now in hindsight.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
I kinda do, I guess.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
I'm thirsty. And I'm out of water. Super bad. I've acquired agua. Oh, which reminds me, if I'm drinking agua, I should probably put the cocoa away and put the agua. There we go. Little things, man. Little things.
Yes, right. We're here because we're special.
He believes it about as much as I do.
Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a
All
different clock right now.
this
So please,
together.
just
Sorry.
get to the cabin.
That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Straight to the cabin. Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
What if we ignore the mirror? Ooh, let's do that. Let's just like pretend the mirror doesn't exist. Or acknowledge the mirror but not touch it.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This whole cabin's different than last time.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should.
Exactly.
There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Okay.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? You waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I'm going into the basement.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it.
Are you sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again? Yes, I'm sure, and I've already got a plan for that.
Okay, well, yeah.
Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope a part of that plan is don't give the world any monstrosity your only weapon. Because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon. Peachy, we'll be fine.
I want to listen to him, and this time I'm just not gonna, like, lock myself up.
Okay, I'm trusting you.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Thanks. I mean it.
I like the skeptic. Mirror disappeared.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Okay.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Which I just want to mention right now that this chain, if I was tied by the neck here, I think I could reach her. And there was dialogue saying that I could not reach her. That was too far away. I think I could have.
That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There is fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's fair.
That's reasonable.
Those chains are
You
freaking
have a weapon.
huge.
Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, dodging that. I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Okay.
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Red.
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. You being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Okay.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough, I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
I'm scratching my back with a back scratcher. It's amazing.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
That took over my mind.
That's pathetic.
It is pathetic, but like, I get it.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
Okay.
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Right.
I won't.
I also won't.
Fine. But you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Yeah, from her perspective, it's just me. Let's see. I'm not going to ask about that chain. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
Let's see.
There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
But your head.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
I'm curious.
Unless she really could survive.
Interesting. Yeah, she probably could. That'd be cool. Pick up her head, put it back on.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
I'm biting down the back stutter. What happened after I died last time?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Okay.
And now you're back.
Yes, I am back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. She's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I believe you.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
I think at this moment she knows nothing. How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in a shackle too?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
I'm curious if she's suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. Just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
I don't think she'll do that right now.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
You realize that as much as reason you have to trust me, so you have to trust me, blah, blah, blah. You get it.
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me.
Okay.
I'm extremely patient.
Yeah, I kind of get that.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
Okay, I'm trusting you. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon, deal with it, cut her out on her own. No, I'm going to trust her.
Slide it over.
See what she does.
Absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Till you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you? Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, boy. Try to take over your body.
Ingy grubbling.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you? A little? I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No.
Watch in uneasy silence.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. Last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens.
What am I expected to do here? Can I put it back on? That'll be really weird.
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
I didn't do it.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please?
I don't think she's dead.
Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. We should take her with us, don't you think? What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that? I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right?
Yeah.
You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave. Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them. I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things, the danger has passed. You can relax. I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down. I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
Take the princess with you.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin. Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved. She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
I guess I have one option.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Oh, wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone? But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
I love her. I love her.
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Okay. We don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Good question. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
If there's even her to find anymore. Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
The narrator's gone.
Yes. Does that mean the world ended?
Maybe. Not sure. Oh. I popped my shoulders. I don't know if you heard that.
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
No. I would assume it's just like a crumble away kind of thing, or like Thanos just snap and everything just kind of fizzles. Or spaghettification. We're near a black hole. I mean, I guess this could be considered like some form of spaghettification. It's like long hair. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Gonna do it anyway, because that's my only option. Oh, the mirror never scared you before?
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
gaze into your reflection. It's me! What am I? Besides, incredibly creepy. Oh, do I have wings? Am I like an angel? Darkness. Like an angel of dark? The long quiet. Why is there a goat on her head? That's what it looks like. Looks like there's a goat on her head.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
So fragile, in fact, it's not even connected. The gift of a fragile vessel? Question mark?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
Yeah.
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Right. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I am apparently a angel of darkness. Possibly. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking I am. Solitary lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Right. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
Well, you're not wrong.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Okay, okay. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
So what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that
One
we
moment,
are
I'm
meant
going
to
to
reach
mute
them.
myself. I have returned. Anyways.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
I feel like this is who I need to kill, and I don't want. She's already at her weakest state right now.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How many more pieces have you had to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Right.
rest will find their own way home.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Right. What if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Let me get comfy, and then readjust my camera. Okay. Noises. How much will I forget? I don't want to be looking down like that. There we go. There we go. Nice. Okay. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Okay.
You won't.
I will. Okay. Bring a prisoner's head to her. Hey.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to...
Silently.
You make your way. A warning. She will... We're not going to go... Ignore him.
We're just gonna do it.
The interior of the cabin is almost... The blade is your implement. You take the blade from the...
Just do it. Just do it. The one thing that we've never done before.
The door to the base her voice carries.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs, and she's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I don't know.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Right.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Right.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Oh, she looks sad. I feel so bad.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
No, not at all.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course not. That was too easy.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
You're right. She's dead. Let's just get out of here. I have to believe it.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Ooh, look outside at all the hair. The world's ending.
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Okay. I was kind of hoping to get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
I kind of hate it.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Then you're the narrator. I'm happy. We're happy. Of course we are. I like it here.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Did you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
I don't know. Okay, maybe I'm not happy and I'm just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here, though you're probably not going to like it.
Do I have to kill myself?
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Alright, you better be right about this pre-episode. If we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself for a bit while I eat some chips. Because I have some chips and I want to nom.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world?
Oh,
An
I forgot.
eternity of bliss? You
mute myself.
Great. Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying. Just stay focused, will you? A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. She won't be a problem. The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already. different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go in. I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us? I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? You take the blade from the table. It will be... The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I realized after I picked up the blade I had the option to approach the mirror. Next time I'm going to try and see if I can bash the mirror.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
Real talk, adorable face.
And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? A ghost! Oh, wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
I just tried to wipe my cursor off my screen because I had it like that. And I was like, oh, you can't even see it. I had it like this, and I was like, what is that spot on her dress? And I tried to wipe it off with my finger.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else? How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper. A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Spicy salsa, upper back water. I got 2 waters because I'm going through water like water. Okay. So let me see. Initial thoughts. A new ending could potentially be coming downstairs without the blade, you know, because she just made a comment about the fact I had the blade. Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that. And it wouldn't be hard to do it again. The people who wanted you dead tricked me, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend, so let's team up. Oh. I heard a badoop. Another badoop. No. Oh, keep me some food. Okay. I died too, and I'm not floating around here. What happened? Why am I different? She's gonna say, I don't know. Okay. Let's say team up.
Nobody tricked you. And the fact that the princess's spirit has risen from the dead should be more than enough evidence that she isn't exactly sweet and innocent. It's all been an act. She's pretending.
Nah, I trust her.
I wouldn't say she's ever pretended to be sweet or innocent.
See?
She does have a little bit of an attitude, but I can't blame her. We didn't kill her after all. I wouldn't be nice to my murderer if I was killed.
Fair.
The fact that you apparently botched the landing isn't on the me you're talking to, nor is it on any other version of me that you've encountered.
I didn't botch the landing. Clearly she's dead.
You're using a lot of words to say a lot of nothing.
The enemy of my enemy.
The princess circles you again, her icy fingertips trailing up your spine, sending shivers rippling across your flesh.
I don't want enemies. I don't want to fight. I just want to go home.
Okay.
Is that really so much to ask?
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
So we release her.
Specific. And how convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Okay, so let's see. Is there any way I can help get you home? Do you need me to bury those bones?
No. Those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing.
Okay.
But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, I'm not alone.
Okay, so we'll go together.
I've tried. Before you came to I explored every inch of this place. Even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything will be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'll be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
Yeah.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
Okay.
After all, you owe me.
Oh God.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. But I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Ooh.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told to get in the world. Sounds great, let's do it. Just now, I need to think on this. This would be temporary, right? You'd leave once we're out of the cabin. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure. Why not?
That doesn't sound very reassuring. It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
I mean, technically, it could work, though. Sounds great, let's do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunk.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
Thanks.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
Cease.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over? I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So,
Oh.
it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Oh.
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass,
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice. Me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
Okay.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I don't know. I'd say the narrator is a shard of broken glass.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dad. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Mm-hmm.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
Yeah.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Can't think straight. It's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time, and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her. One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
It's true. Last time you shut the door.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate.
Okay.
And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next. Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it. And then
I mean, that wasn't really a twisty handle. That was more of a clicky handle.
Collapse to the ground. You and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see. Yes?
Nothing. He's gone. So is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? They're taking you out of the cabin with the world. We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Pick up the passenger and take her to her destination.
You actually cleaned me down. Sorry. Thanks for giving me a second chance, Phil.
Dimension.
I think this was where it meant to be.
Okay.
She's gone. Where did she go? There's that mirror again. But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You don't need to comfort him.
I mean, he's gonna be scared. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, birch there. Ooh, let's see. I have grown, okay. I don't get another achievement because I already grew before.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Right.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. Are you the same as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I have an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Right. This is all done. Do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met, thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've heard them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Okay.
growing to be an ocean. You have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Right.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Okay, I think I'm gonna take a nap. I am gonna take a nap. I'm tired. I'm really tired for some reason. I don't know why. But I think I'm gonna go back to sleep. I'm going to save it. Probably gonna go to sleep. I have a lot of things on my mind. I want to continue playing the game, but I also want to draw, but I also want to work on models, but I also want... Oh, there's so much I want to do right now, but I can't. So I think I have overwhelmed myself in thinking about all those things, and I just want to take a nap. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be back later. I'll let you know. Well, I say I'll let you know. I guess if you're in the Discord, you can see the notification. How long am I going to stream it? Only like 2 hours. Jesus. Whatever. Alright, short stream. Alright, love you guys. Bye.